Hi, how you doing? My name's Thomas and welcome back to Anything Goes. Today, I'm having a conversation with Ash and we were just discussing sex. Wonderful subject. It's obviously normal. Normal part of day-to-day life. Should be respected and treated as, well, something sacred. But what we were just discussing is the state of the world, the internet, and just day to day stuff you see. Adverts, uh, apps, the pub. It's shocking. Now, what we were just discussing was the state of sex in general. That you can't turn on the telly without seeing some sort of naked, almost naked person, or you know, an advert for like perfume, for example. It's all so.
It's everywhere, basically. When I was a kid, all the adverts and everything was respectful
It was
towards children. These days, kids know so early
about sex.
about everything, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's shocking because they get it fed and shoved down their throat by
Constantly.
TV, by the internet,
TikTok, Facebook,
everything.
Instagram. I mean, there's not one app or internet, social media outlet, the television,
Basically,
on the bus.
everywhere.
Yeah, you can't
Basically,
get away from it.
Instagram, as example, I signed up for it, and within seconds, all I signed up for, I wanted to basically see some political.
It was about Trump.
Yes,
It was about Trump.
I wanted to see basically what's going on with the election and everything, and how did it go. And I had to sign up to Instagram to be able to view that particular thing I wanted to watch. And within seconds of signing up, I got a message with a link from some woman, and I didn't think anything of it. Pressed on the link, and then basically her naked and everything. Do you want to have sex? Do you want to meet up? And I went, excuse me? I don't get it how that works. I mean, I'm not a weirdo.
No.
I'm open to everything,
Very.
but not everything, but pretty much
no.
a lot of it. But I don't understand how people can just meet up. They don't know each other. You don't know if the person is clean. You don't know when they showered last, where they have been last, who they just had sex with, maybe a couple of days or an hours earlier, and then you just meet up and go, hi,
Let's do it.
let's do it. Or how does it work? I don't get it.
No, I mean, don't think that we're boring, because we're not. You know, it's the fact is that you hear it all the time of, oh, such and such has been raising a child for the past 18 years. Oh, but by the way, you're not the dad. What? You know.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the state of relationships these days, and it has all to do with fucking about, basically.
Yep.
Getting drunk all the time,
Yep.
and then losing control, and using alcohol as an excuse. Oh, well, I was drunk, I'm sorry, I cheated.
Not
It
good enough.
breaks up relationships, it breaks up families, it takes fathers and mothers away from their children. It's just sad. It should be
Sacred.
sacred, and it should only be done
Love.
with the person you love, and then you can go bonkers, you can go nuts,
You
and
can do whatever you
explore
want. Yeah.
the whole range of whatever you're into. But I don't think it's right to just go out on a night out, get absolutely hammered, and then just, oh well, I have to take someone home, so
You'll do.
you will do. do people not have any kind of respect for themselves anymore? I think it's disgusting, and also it's gross. You know, you
Yes.
don't know. You know, do men not have any pride? They're just sticking their thing into something and still swim in the bits of the person before.
Oh,
you know.
come on.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, but
it's
it's
the
true.
truth,
Yes,
isn't
it
it?
is. Yes, it
you know,
is.
what kind of, if you take a DNA sample or something, if that person gets killed later
Like
on,
six
there is
blokes in there.
yeah, exactly. There is 6 different sperm, whatever DNA. It's just wrong.
Yes,
It's
it is.
it's wrong. I don't, and so many other bad things come with it. You know.
STDs, kids.
Kids get exploited over the internet. You've got to be very careful these days when your child has a phone and goes on Snapchat. It has happened that kids have been sent videos of men
Pictures,
masturbating
yes,
themselves, you know,
yes.
to like a 10-year-old girl.
Yes.
You know, you don't know who's on the other side, and it's absolutely horrendous that anyone would even do such a thing. It's just disgusting.
Well, even going that far, we someone that we know, their son recently started going out with girls, and I say girls, you know, he started getting interested in girls, and met up with someone his own age, and within 24 hours was asking, do you want me to show you how to have sex? Because this kid mind you, you know, barely teenager, 13, and asking, do you want me to show you? Whoa, the wind is picking up. What is that showing? Because then you're going to have kids raising kids. That alone is disgusting. You know, then you've got the parents of the kids who have to raise the kid because the kid's still at school. You have to be very, very careful because, you know, like internet security, parental control, beg your pardon. Simple thing, but it works. I mean, actually checking your kids' phones.
On a regular basis,
Because-
and make sure there isn't any content on there which shouldn't be, that they haven't been in touch with the wrong people, that the people they actually are in touch with isn't some old man or some
Trying to groom them.
Exactly.
Oh, meet me here.
Yeah, and then your kid is gone all of a sudden.
It happens
you know, it
all the
happens
time.
all the time,
All the
and
time.
it's very dangerous. And also, you know, kids and sex, or teenagers and sex, the way I've heard it is that it's very easy these days that girls probably are not a virgin anymore by the time they're like 12 or even sooner,
Well,
which is
you see, you know, you see going in, if you go into any town centre, if it's at like a warm day, for example, how many girls, and that's the key word, girls, not even teenagers, that are wearing makeup, fake eyelashes, look like a cheap slapper. But what are you saying? What are you allowing these kids to do? You're basically saying to all these pedos, yeah, why don't you come over here and take her? You know,
like the other day, I went to a playground, to a park, and there was a playground, and there was a girl what was like at least the least, she was maybe 4. She had fake eyelashes, she had full set of makeup, she had lipstick, eyeliner, she had nail polish, you know, and I went, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. Oh, and how can you let your child go out like that at the age of 4?
That's
The
disgusting.
mum, or I'm sure it was the mum, obviously slapped all that stuff on her. Yes,
Obviously.
the girl was pretty, but that isn't the point. You know, I'm sure that she would have looked pretty with none of that on, and to put fake eyelashes on a little kid, you know, it's must be very uncomfortable. I know when I wore makeup that I was always glad when I could take it off, because it's just not comfortable, all these things.
No,
you know,
'cause
you only
it's
do
a mask.
that. Yeah, it's
It's a
and
mask.
to see that, you're just putting your child in danger, because I watched that child and there was no mum or dad around anywhere.
No.
And if any stranger would have come about and went, oh, okay, it's some perverted old guy or some perverted young guy who likes little kids, that kid would have gone in a heartbeat and you
Yep.
never see her again.
No.
You know,
No.
it's just dangerous. And I would recommend it to all mothers to tell their daughters they are beautiful the way they are, that they don't need all these things like makeup and fake nails and this and that. You know, just be yourself and be comfortable with who you are and be happy in your own skin.
No one is.
No, that is
Because
because of
it's
TV and
precisely.
internet, because of Botox and lip fillers and
Well, I heard
breast
that.
enlargements
Yes.
and all of that. It's
I actually heard an advert on the radio. It was actually on Capital FM or whatever, and they, during their top 40, an advert came on. Then a little bit later, a different advert for the same people. One was for lip filler. Then the next one was for Botox. Then the next one was for actual breast enlargement. What kids are listening to this to listen to their, oh, who's at number 1 this week? Oh, and in between that, I'm getting thrown. You're not good enough. You need to enhance this. You need to enhance that. Music videos.
yeah. I'm sure. I
I mean, we haven't
seen one in a
long time because of that state. You know, I don't watch it because I don't want my kids to be warped by these.
Looks. That's all it is about. How you look. You know.
It already started when I was a teenager. That the female singers would start to wear less and less and less, to the point where, it was only a few years ago. No, I beg your pardon. It was even a couple of months ago. I think it was Nas X, I think is his name. And the music video was him butt naked with other dancers, male dancers. Yeah, he's gay.
Oh, yay. My favourite subject.
But the dancers, the background dancers, were all butt naked as well.
Oh my
And they're all
God.
shaking their things at each other, and you're like, oh, what the hell is going on?
I don't get that all anyway. I mean, what is going
Oh,
on?
Jesus.
You know, I have seen little boys say, little boys, they're not little boys, but like a 10-year-old saying to another girl, well, I like boys. You know, I've seen mothers,
Dressing their
their boy up, pretending because they're in a lesbian relationship. Oh, you are a boy, but no, you're not. You're a girl. You wear a skirt when you go to school. You know,
Yeah.
they're forcing their kids to become gay as well.
Yeah.
Which
Because it's a hip thing to be right now. This LGBTQ plus, it's
you can't even say anymore with the toilets and all of that. That has all to do with different sexes. It was men and women. Now
And that was it?
Now it's
him, her, it, he, she,
shim.
thing. Yeah, shim. You know,
my God.
what is going on?
I don't get it.
You're a bloke or you're a woman?
You know, yes, I can understand that some people have their issues, that they're...
Yeah, I can understand some, but it's got to the point where it's hip.
Yes,
To
if
be
somebody is
part of
truly
it.
happier, you know, if they say they are born, I can't say that because I'm born in the right body. I can't judge that, but
No.
if somebody is truly happier, say they're born as a man and then they become a woman and their life changes and they're super happy, well, let them be. I don't
Yeah.
need to agree on it, but
No.
if they're happier, then fair enough. But now it has become like a trademark, you know, you're gay, me too. Oh, me too, and me too. You know, it's not normal anymore.
Like, bisexual.
Yeah, I don't
I
get
don't believe that
at
exists.
all.
I don't believe that being bisexual is a
A
thing.
thing. No, me neither. I
That-
think it's just an excuse to fuck both sides.
Yes, it is. Yes,
you know,
it is.
to mess about a little bit with either sex, you know. That's what I think.
I agree with you fully. You know, you're either straight or you're gay.
Yeah, you can't be...
You can't be both.
You know, how is that going to work? I got a boyfriend. Oh, I'm going out tonight. You know, and then I do some woman, and then I go back to the fella, and he's supposed to be okay with it, you know.
And then, you know, the other side of that, which is, I don't know, to me, it's, you know, you can say what you want, but this is my personal opinion. To me, it's not right. I'm sorry. You know,
God made a man and a woman,
and that's that.
and that's that. And he made it
Nature
so that
doesn't
they
do
can
that.
have sex. Dogs don't go for another male dog and shug that, or
Don't see
lions.
them dancing around. It don't happen.
You know, in nature, it doesn't happen at all. So
No,
it's
not normal.
in my opinion, it's not right. But that is just my personal opinion.
Yeah, but then again, think about it the other way. That this bisexual stuff. If you've got a bloke, which I think is probably worse, because if you're a bisexual man and you have a missus, say you're in a long-term relationship with your missus, you could even be married, whatever, and then you go out, you stick your thing into some other guy, and then you're supposed to come home to your missus. Oh, for the love of God, that is just disgusting. It's not right. I mean, it's even...
And all the illnesses
Oh,
that come with, you know,
God.
how many people have STDs, you know, like chlamydia. You know, you
Yeah.
can carry that
And not know
for
it.
years and not know even you have that.
But you're
And
spreading it to
spreading
every
it
single person.
around to every person you're intimate with.
Mm.
And you know, it can leave long-term damages. A woman can even become infertile
Yeah.
because of it,
Yeah.
if she has had it for a long time. So
Yeah.
I suggest, if you go about every weekend and have like each day of the week or maybe each night a couple of different partners, then I would suggest you go to the doctors, to the health clinic, and get yourself checked out from head to toe, because
Regularly.
you know, there is so many other things you can get from going about.
Some serious
you
stuff.
know,
Stuff that can actually kill you. You know.
AIDS, Hep C, yeah, chlamydia, we already said that.
Gonorrhea.
Those crawly things.
Crabs, genital warts. The
All
list is
sorts.
endless, and all of that from sticking your bits into. You know.
It's all become so fast living that
Fast,
people have
fast.
lost the meaning. Like with all these dating internet websites.
Swipe right for yes, swipe left for no.
no.
Yeah, so it's shag, shag, shag. Nah, you're ugly. Shag, shag. And then that's another thing. How does that work? How do you meet up with
I
someone?
wouldn't know. I wouldn't do that.
You know,
It would be so awkward.
You just swipe someone swipes right and the other person. So if even if it is right, I don't know. And then you're supposed to meet up wherever and then go, hi, nice to meet you. My name's Tom. Right, now drop your pants, let's get on with it. And then what? Ugh, you know. No. Just no.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
You know, and all the bits that come with it, it's just sad.
It's creepy. It's creepy.
You know, people have really forgotten the meaning of, you know, that it's meant to be to show how much you love the person you're with, you know.
That's why it's called
there is a difference, even in a relationship, there is a difference of making love and having sex. You can have both and you can go wild in it, but
it's
to
still
do that with a stranger is just...
It's not right.
It's not right. And I have heard that so many people say that they're all lay on their back anyway. I mean, where's the fun in that? Where is the fun in that? If you are a guy and you want to have some fun and then you go every weekend out and then just have some woman laying on her back drunk and does absolutely nothing, where's the point in it?
See, now I can put my hands up and say I haven't been about. I've not, because I've always tried to keep my standards, as it were, to quite high. And my other friends, they used to tell me, because they were just like what we were discussing, every weekend going out, they'd get drunk. Yeah, I did as well, but I never just went away with anyone. They would leave. I would say, what are you doing? Have you actually seen who you're going home with? And it's, oh, it's alright. And then the next day I'd say, alright, how was that? Oh God, I woke up in the morning and went, oh! You know, and then it was like, well, what?
I told you so.
You know, you're saying, why did you do it? Well, I just thought, you know. And then, was it worth it? Did you have a nice time? No, she just laid there. Well, great. So it's either, there's only two positions that I've ever heard of these one night things.
Bending
Flat on
over
your back or bent
bending
over. That's it. How erotic, how fun to see someone's ass do or flat on your back and they're basically zonked out and then throwing up every now and again. Oh, because they're so pissed. No, thank you. That's why I never did that. I can put my hand on my heart and say I personally have only been with 3 people in my life. And even still, my wife is the cleanest. I mean, and to be fair, she is a complete sex bomb. You know, she is up for anything. Why would I want to? She's gorgeous, she's wonderful, she's nice, she's helpful, she's supportive, and everything you could ever want. So they've got no interest whatsoever in cheating, because I think it is so wrong. And on cheating, what do you think of that, Ash? Cheating.
I think it's wrong. I mean, I can't say that I never have when I was younger. Everybody makes mistakes.
Of course.
But
of course.
I have learned that the guilt and the upsetment you cause to another person. And what everybody should think about is, how would you feel if it was the other way around? If you're some guy and your girlfriend or wife is at home and you're going out and living it up with the lads, thinking you're super cool and, you know, go about, how would it be if it was the other way around? If your wife or girlfriend on a night out would
Do exactly the
do
same.
exactly the same,
Opening her
how
legs
would
up.
you feel? That's what I always ask myself. How would that make me feel?
Because the answer is shit.
Yeah, I think it's wrong because, you know, you can fix anything. You just got to be open to your partner. If the sex life is boring, then speak to her, speak to him. You know, explore. Get toys, get help. There is so much. The internet isn't bad for everything.
No,
you know, there
no.
is so much advice you can get. If you have other problems, you know, there's doctors.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
there's always a way. Just because somebody can't or doesn't want to because they're depressed or they have worries at work or this or that,
There's a million
doesn't
reasons.
mean you have to go off and do it elsewhere. You can always help yourself. There is a lot of stuff there for that, you know, in the meantime. And speak to your partner, be open, tell him what you want, what, you know, what you're into, what you would like him to do, and sort these things out between each other, and don't go and try to find it elsewhere, because I can tell you one thing: what you're looking for, you're not going to find elsewhere either, because that person doesn't even know you. They don't
No.
know what you like, what you're into.
No.
It's some complete stranger
It's
who
going to be
doesn't know
boring
anything
anyway.
about you. So sort it out with the person you love.
You know, and that another thing, what no one ever actually thinks about until it's too late. One decision, one mistake can hurt so many people. You end up hurting yourself. And most importantly, you end up hurting the person that you're with. And if there are kids involved, that's even worse. You know, how could you? How could you? How could you look at yourself in the mirror knowing you have gone out, shagged some other person?
Like that friend of one of your kids. The dad who always sleeps about, and when your children were in Tesco, they saw the dad of that friend they have holding hands with some woman and went into a car, and then when they saw your kids, he went, "Oh crap, quick, let's get away before they tell all my children."
Yeah.
You know, and he does that all
All
the
the
time,
time.
and he drinks
All the
all
time.
the time. You
Yeah.
always see him with a six-pack on a bench,
Yeah.
because he gets in trouble. When he takes it home, she has like 4 or 5 kids now with him.
Oh God,
God,
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, the penny just dropped. I know exactly what you're on about. Yeah, you know, he goes out on the piss all the time. He's got kids, God knows how many. Yeah, he's got 4 with her, or 5.
Yeah, they're twins, didn't they?
Yeah, they had twins. And I remember that at one point they said, because, you know, my kids played with them, you know, I asked them, "Oh, how are you? Are you okay?" You know, just trying to be friendly, because I knew anyway that their home life wasn't great. And then they said, "Oh, well, I woke up this morning. My dad, he was in the shed." I said, "What do you mean he was in the shed?" "Oh, he climbed over the fence and banging on the door. Mum wouldn't let him in, so he slept in the shed." And I said, "Really? Is this something that's normal?" "Yeah, it happens all the time."
Sad. You laugh
That's
about
not
it, but
that's
it's-
not nice, because to
And
a
that-
child that is so
What
confusing.
kind of memories does that kid have when he's older? You know, if his dad always getting drunk, sleeping about, then there's massive shouting and screaming, "You cheated on me again, out!" And then she chucks his stuff out. You know, think
And
about
then what
the
example?
kids. think about your kids before you do anything like that. Look, there's always going to be a girl what is going to look hotter than the one you have at home, but at the end of the day, you know, it's not just about that. There's more to a person than
their looks,
you know, and looks isn't everything.
And something brought you together in the first place, and that's important to remember that. If something brought you together in the first place, other than that, think about it. You know, work it out. But anyway, that'll do from us today. Thank you, Ash, for your conversation and your appearance. That's
You're welcome.
Anyway, so that was that for today.
I mean, there's obviously much more to sex, but it's
lot.
a very, very long subject. You can go from the darkest places to the lightest, you know.
Just like that.
You can't fit that all in one video.
No, you can't, because anything goes. And don't forget, we'll be back. Don't forget, subscribe, make a like, do the comments. What topic do you want to hear? Because we're going to be doing this from now on, where I've got my lovely assistant Ash with me every time now that we do a video. Don't forget, please subscribe, please leave a like, please leave a comment. Just one last thing before we go. What I'm trying to do here is lift my family out of poverty and out of homelessness. So any help I get, any views, likes, subscribes, comments, they all help. Helping me get my family out of this mess. Anyway, peace out. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Don't forget, do as you're told. Nah, I'm joking. Alright, anything goes. Love ya.